But you couldn't tell if it was funny or not, or if they were going to laugh at it because there's no audience there. It's very much like making movies. You know, you go in front of a movie camera and the cameraman's laughing, but you don't know if, the nation is going to laugh until it gets out on the screen and everybody explodes.
How did you make the decision of what to keep and what to cut? What
was funny to us?
What was funny to you?
Yeah, we were the final arbiters. If it made us laugh, then it was funny.
So the success of the albums eventually led to the films. Yeah. Was that a pretty easy transition for you to make?
No. To make actually the technical transition to go to movies was the easiest thing in the world. To get a movie made, it was a long slog, because they didn't know what we were doing. Even when they saw it, they didn't know what we were doing, the movie guys. And because the movies was transitioning from the old, Hello Dolly kind of big studio extravaganzas, where's Barbra Streisand, to all of a sudden the hippies were coming in, with Easy Rider and all those kind of films, Blow Up.
These indie films.
Yeah, but the studios were making these indie films because, hey, who knows? The kids like them. And so they didn't really know, but we made them for a price, and then we went out and got the money. And so there was really no lose for them, So, and then they were successful. So but the actual process of getting in front of the camera is what we were made to be. We were made for this. And it was really the only time I really truly connected with what we were doing, when I saw us on screen. Mm-hmm. And we were using the sound and the voices and the movement and the music and oh yeah, this is the instrument we should be doing.
And you'd come alive.
It was like unbelievable. Like this is what we're supposed to be doing. This.
So was there a script for your first movie, Up in Smoke?
There was a script, but a script that we understood. I mean, you need a real detailed script if you're going to hand it off to somebody else, and they're going to make it.
Right.
It's like a blueprint for a house.
But you knew what to do.
We knew, hey, we're going to have the bedroom's going to be like this tall, and the windows are going to be this wide. And we knew because it was just me and Tommy. Okay, you do this, I'll do that. And we could turn on the cameras and capture it.
So you had an intention, you had an outline, and you knew what to do with it.
Exactly, we had an outline. It's like, we were like jazz musicians, It's okay, do Misty and B flat at this tempo. Okay, I can do that.
So if you're just joining us, I'm speaking to comedian, actor, and art collector Cheech Marin. He is one half of the iconic comedy duo Cheech and Chong, and this weekend, Cheech is being honored at Art Hampton's as Art Hampton's Patron of the Year. It's the International Fine Arts Fair taking place this weekend at the Sculpture Fields of Noah's Ark in Bridgehampton. You can meet Cheech this Saturday, July 14th from 2 to 4 p.m., and he's having a special birthday bash tomorrow from 4 to 5. Tomorrow's your birthday.
Bring a big gift.
That's right. So where will that be? You're having this thing from 4 to 5 at Art Hampton's.
At Noah's Ark. Or Nova's Ark.
And for more info, you can go to arthamptons.com. We'll continue our conversation in just a few minutes, and I thought we'd have Born in East LA lead us out. What do you think? So this is my guest, Cheech Marin, from Cheech and Chong's album Get Out of My Room, Born in East LA. And we are back with our special guest, comedian, actor, writer, musician, and art collector, Cheech Marin of Cheech and Chong fame. So this is from one of our listeners, Michael Hennessy, and he wants to know, who was Sister Mary Elephant?
I did the voice on the recording.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And that because it involves with this nun screaming in her class, shut up! And we did it just to freak out our engineer, because we're in a room this size, and he was like right there, and he had the earphones on listening to shut, and we just like to see his hair stand out on
just
end.
To blow out his eardrums.
And it just became a thing, but the original Sister Mary Elephant was actually a nun. I went to Catholic schools, and it was a nun named Sister Pancratius, and she was large. We call her Sister Can Crush Us.
Oh my God! So this, she's a character. For those not familiar, she's a character from your second album, Big Bamboo, which was the biggest selling comedy record of all time at one point, I think in 1972. And I think we've got a clip, so let's play a clip. This is my guest, Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong's second album, Big Bamboo.
Good morning, class. Good morning, class. Class. Thank you. As you know, your regular teacher, Sister Rosetta Stone, is on a small vacation. However, she does send her love and these finger paintings and dust cloths she's making. I am your substitute teacher, Sister Mary Elephant. Class, attention. Attention, class. Class. Shut up! Thank you. Young man, now give me that knife.
Was that your real voice? Did you affect it?
No. That was right. Straight from the cord to the vinyl.
And another listener wants to know, is Dave there? Yeah. That's probably, Dave's not here. It's probably your most famous line.
It is absolutely one of the most. It was there again. It was an improv, unintentional improv. We were making our first album. We were using this rehearsal hall to kind of work out how do we translate what we're doing on the stage to record. How can we do stuff they can't see us, so we have to do stuff that's funny when they hear it. And so Tommy it was a really hot day. It was like August in LA, and it was sweltering. And Tommy was in the air conditioned room, and so he says, "Well, let's do this bit, and you go out and knock on the door, and I'll open it, and then we'll start the bit." And it was a whole other bit. And so I said, "Well, get in the mood, man. Put on the coat and the hat and everything." Okay, great. I put on this. We caught a long overcoat, and it was hot. And we go out there and knocked on the door, and he goes, "Who is it?" You're not supposed to say, "Who is it?" That's not the bit. And so I knocked on the door again. "Who is it?" And I go, "All right, it's an improv. Do an improv."
Right.
And so that's why I made it this name right on. It's Dave. Let me in. And we proceeded to do what became the bit. Finally, I was banging on the, and he opened up the door, and tears are coming out of his eyes. He just thought it was fun, and he had recorded it because actually, what he was running a little tape recorder, a little cassette, and he wanted to see if it was working, and he didn't see the needle move, or he didn't know if it was working, so he kept repeating, "Who is it?" And he was looking at the needle, and
you thought it was the part of the improv,
yeah. And it's not, and he opened it, and his tears are coming down his eyes. You got to hear this. So we played it back, and we both fell on the floor laughing. That was the funniest thing, because just the timing and the frustration and how it tapped into the paranoia of the time.
Well, you picked up something real. It was genuine.
I was like, "Come on, man, open the door. There was the cops are out here," and we took that tape and we took it up to our producer, Lou Adler, who was upstairs, and so we played it for him, and he just rolled on the ground. So we knew but we had to go into the studio that night. We'd work all day writing, and then we'd go in the studio at night and record. So we had to record it that night, so we had to recreate that. And it was never anywhere near what the original one. The original one was just helpless,
Well, it's pretty funny stuff.
It translated all around the world,
All right, well, let's take a listen to the original. This is Dave's Not Here. That's the title of the track.
It's called Dave.
And that's from your very first album, Cheech and Chong. It's Dave.
Called, Dave ain't home right now.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave. Open up, man. I got the stuff.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave, man. Open up. I got the stuff.
Who?
It's Dave, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me come in here.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me.
Who?
Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Come on, man. Open up.